we go straight to what we have got to do today. I want to walk us around a few things, and then we create a form, a lead form for our ad, right? Now, if you notice, I'm in the ad objective area. So here they are asking, what's your ad objective? So we have to select from the options given here. Like you can see here, we have brand awareness. If I click on it and go over here, you see we have traffic, we have video views, we have community interaction. Okay, so you can decide which one to go. Of course, if you read down under traffic, you see get people to visit your website. So you can add a website link here. It might not be your website, okay? It might be an affiliate person, an affiliate marketer, and then there's a website you want to direct people to, but that's not your affiliate website anyway, okay? Okay, so you can put a website link here, even if it's not your website, right? Because this website is not being tracked. But I will advise, if you're an affiliate marketer, do not put your direct affiliate marketing link or website here when you choose this option, okay? Or any option at all, okay? So under video views, you already know, if you have been running ads or if you have been on TikTok, you know about video views. So to get more views on a particular video, okay? So you can choose this option. Community interaction, if you read here, it says get more engagement on your TikTok account, okay? So this is where you can as well do, what's it called? Live video, okay? Can go live on TikTok. You can use this option. It's part of that community interactions, okay? So when we click continue, you see that you can use that, okay? Now, all these I've said, these three are under the brand awareness. We come to the sales objective. Under sales objective, you see website conversion and you see TikTok shop. Now, this website conversion here will require you having a website, and then we will need some pixel from your website to connect this so it can work for you. But away from sales objective, we have the lead generation objective. So we have brand awareness objective, sales objective, lead generation objective. Now, I'll click on lead generation. Under it, we have three options. Website form. Now, this website form will also require you having your own website. Okay, because you connect with the website pixel to be able to use this. So if you don't have a website, the options left for you, does that mean if you don't have a personal website that you can control from the back end, then the options available for you will be brand awareness, where you can do traffic, video views, or community interaction, or lead generation. And under lead generation, you only have the option of instant form and direct messages or phone calls. This one is if you have a website, and everything under sell, or this under sell, the first option under sell, which is website conversion, is that you must have a website. Then under sell, we now see TikTok shop, which of course Nigerians at the moment don't have access to that, but that would have been a wonderful option if we do. Okay, I'm working towards seeing how that here in Nigeria we can have access to TikTok shop, or probably TikTok is working towards making it available to Nigerians, but that's by the way. So we have the lead generation objective. Now under these three, or under the last, which is lead generation, you'll see where it says show more. So I want to click on that. Let's see what is under there. Okay, so I click on show more. Now here it says more ways to get started. It said get started by selecting the advertising objective that best fits your business goals, or choose to see more objectives such as reach, okay, video views. We already saw video views. I wonder why they're saying this. Okay, community interaction. So these things are under, where do we see that again? That's under here. Okay, and app promotion. I think the only thing that we have not seen prior to now is app promotion. So let's see what's under here. So we click on see more objectives, then it says switch to full version. Okay, so where we are is not the full version, so When we click here, we switch to full version. It says this will take you to the full Ads Manager experience. Wow. It says all selections and progress made here will be lost. So everything we have made so far, every progress we've made so far to select anything here will be overturned by what we're going to do once we click on confirm. So let's confirm. So it's loading to a new page. All right, so it has loaded, and as you can see, remember I said it's giving us the full, and so you can see advertising objective. Okay, I'm trying to see what's there. It says choose the best advertising objective based on your campaign goals. Okay, now you see the reach objective. Okay, so it's explained here. If you check here, you see the explanation. Okay, then you see the traffic. Now this one is under awareness, so they group them under 3 categories now: awareness, consideration, and conversion, right? So awareness, we have the reach. So under it, we can just click here and then continue. Okay, then under consideration, we have 3 options. We have the traffic. Okay, and for traffic, you have the manual campaign and then the automated or smart campaign. Okay, then we have the video views. Okay, so we can simply click on video views and then continue. Then you have community interaction. That's under consideration. Okay, now under these community interactions, you will see it says choose the objective to choose this objective to get more people to follow your TikTok account, get more people to visit your TikTok profile, promote your live stream. Remember I told you it's under this that you see live stream. Okay, can you see it now? So under video views, you have maximize the plays of your video ads. Then here says drive considerations by showing your ad videos or your video ads, your ads to users who are more actively engaged. Okay, so we come to conversion. Okay, under conversion, we have the app promotion. This is the option we didn't see earlier. So if you have an app you want to promote, you see it under conversion. Okay, for people to install the app, and then you have the manual option to go with, or the smart or automated option to go with. Then we come to lead. That's getting people's information, right? This seems to be the one that costs the most when it comes to ad cost. Okay, though I've not tried the app own, but I think lead always take the most when it comes to ad spend. Okay, that's cost per lead, right? So under lead now, you see that we have website, instant form, TikTok direct messages, right? Then instant messaging app. Okay, maybe WhatsApp and other messaging apps. So you can connect your WhatsApp here. That's with your WhatsApp number, WhatsApp line. Okay, that's under lead. Okay, and then under sales, we have, of course, under this lead, you can still choose the manual settings or the smart automated settings. So finally, we have the sales. Remember, I told you for sales, you either need to have a TikTok shop or a website. Okay, so that's under sales. Okay, so let's go with the lead generation. So under lead generation, you have the smart, you have the manual. Let's go with manual, and then let's click on continue. Now I want to help you see a way to create a form to make your lead ad work. Okay, I'm doing this video because most people don't have a website, right, to use the sales objective. Okay, so since the lead objective comes also under the conversion objective, is as good as heading to sales, because the leads can be converted to customers, right? So by lead we mean people's contact, their names. So somebody who can submit his maybe email and phone number and name to you already is interested, right? You can convert that person to a customer. That's why I say it's called conversion, right? So here, first thing we'll do is to title it. Let's title this form, sorry, this ad. We are here to get to the form. Okay, Let's title this ad testing ad. Okay, so here optimization, let's just continue. We scroll down. Of course, they're asking us for templates. So if we click here, you see what they're saying here: Nigeria, this is this location, time. Okay, so it said add field to form template. Okay, we'll still get to form, so there's no point rushing that. So let's move on, right? So for optimization, it says start conversion with lead to WhatsApp, Messenger, TikTok direct messages, and more. Okay, so you see the options we are given here. So you see the website, location. Okay, but this one will require your website pixel. So for this to work, you need to have your own website. So we are not going to use this option. So we selected, or it's placed it on instant form, which we're going to be using, but then see that there is TikTok direct messages, right? So where people can send you direct messages on TikTok. There's also instant app like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and the rest, other app, okay, messaging app, right? And then you have phone calls, which also I believe includes phone messaging, okay, messaging you on phone. All right, so if you click here, you see what they mean. Can you see the options there? So the same thing when you put here, it tells you what it entails and so on. Can you see? This one is about TikTok messages, so they're showing you what happens, how it's done, okay, and the rest of them. So let's come down to the goal and look at the goal. You said form submission, that's the goal. So it's not just for these people to fill in the form, they have got to submit the form, okay. So the billing is based on impression, okay, that's what it says here. That's the cost is based on impression, okay, that's what it means by CPM, right? So let's scroll down further. So here they have deep funnel optimization. We are not going to work with this now, so let's just proceed. Okay, so we come to placement. So placement is about where people will see this ad, right? So it's on TikTok that they will see it, okay? But then there's an advanced setting to this placement. So we click here, okay? Talking about the video they are going to see. Now, user comments, let's leave it on, but you can turn the comments off, okay? Especially when you don't want people to just be commenting rubbish, so you can turn it off from here. But what I usually want to do is to turn off the download. I can as well turn off this, okay? But then it tells you, gives you a notification. It says turn off user comments. It said user comments can help your ad achieve more impression and others. So you might leave it if you understand what they are saying. So it can help your ad to get more engagement and probably reduce the cost. So let's just turn off the download, right? And we move to targeting. Then it says we are introducing changes to targeting options for campaign that include people under age of 18. Okay, so normally we remove people below 18 years of age in our ad, but I'm not sure they have that option. Okay, the option now is here for Nigeria. Before it wasn't here, so they have included that option for Nigeria. Okay, so under demography, let's see if there's any other thing here. Okay, so I can see certain things have been updated for Nigerians. So let's click on this demography. So we see Nigeria. Let's see whether we have states in Nigeria now. It's also asking of bulk upload, but let's remove Nigeria for instance, and let's put a state in Nigeria rather. I want to put let's search for Lagos for instance. Lagos. Okay, Lagos is not there. Let's search for Abuja. Okay, now you notice that every time I do an update video, I will always want to check this because new things are bound to happen. So let's still put it just to Nigeria as a country, right? So I love the fact that they have given us age brackets here. Before it wasn't there, or in the previous video I did, that option was not available, but it's now available. So I can remove this and remove this, probably focus on this, or let me still choose this and remove 50 plus or 55 plus. So we take it down further. I want to leave it to all under gender, but you can choose maybe for male or for female depending on your offer. Then we come to language. I want to select English. English, this is it here. Selected. Click outside of the box to continue. Then spending power. High spending power, especially if you want to make sales or convert, right? High spending power. Meanwhile, while we are doing this, there are things that are opening up, okay? You notice that here now is giving you estimates of the audience you are targeting, you can reach, right? Here now is about 21 to 27,000, okay? In the previous video, this wasn't showing, so that's why it's important for updates, right? So let's continue. As we get more specific with our audience, here reduces to make sure that we are targeting the exact person. For instance, if I go up here and I will select male, do you notice that the number has reduced to 13,000 to 17, or yeah, 13 to 17, right? If I choose female, it will give it a different, okay, females are even lesser, 8,000 to 11,000. So the male gender are more on TikTok for Nigerians than the female. That's what it's showing. So put it at all. So we return to that 21 to 27,000. So we continue. And of course, you know that this English we chose also should affect here, but let's remove it and see the impact it has when it is in all. Can you see 22 to 28? So about 1,000 left by selecting English, which is still good, depending on what you are marketing. All right. So as you're working here, be checking here. So high spending power. If you leave it at all, do you see? Do you see? So what it reduced it to for this is just for high spending power. People that TikTok know spends so well. Okay, so if we leave it at this, we are targeting fewer people, but most likely to get results if their calculations, if their calculations are okay, or if their data is okay. Okay, but if you leave it at all, you are talking about 40 something million to about 49 million. Okay, sorry, I had to shift location because some persons came with noise, so I have to move to another place so that I can finish up with this video. Okay, now we are around the targeting area, right? And at this point in time, I think we are going to suspend our focus on creating the lead form. Okay, so I'll do a separate video on that. I know that was the original intention of doing this video, but seeing this update, I think is important that we finish everything around it. So I'll be changing the topic of this video to maybe how to target audience on TikTok ad or TikTok ads manager, right? How to target audience or the right audience on TikTok ads manager. Okay, so we'll be stopping it on that. Much later, I will do another video that has to do with the form. Okay, so let's quickly see what we can do. All right, so we left the targeting on all. We didn't select high spending power. Now I want you to understand that this high spending power here might not show, especially for Nigerians, might not show the true reality on ground with Nigerian case. Okay, so if you are aiming to sell and you select this, you might knock off an audience, okay, or a set of audience that would have bought from you. So I advise leave it at all. But while you leave it there, please paying attention to the steps I will be taking. Okay, so let's scroll down. I think there was something I didn't read to you. Okay, just let's move on. Every other thing I can do it much later. Okay, so what we did here was to select between 18 years and 54 years, right? We left this one, but I can as well add it. Okay, so let's put it at all. Okay, but follow me. Now we come to audience, at the moment there is nothing here. This is not working. Okay, this is not working at the moment. This one is also not working at the moment. Okay, let's move down. Here is where we must pay keen attention. Okay, so this one is working because you can already see audience options. Okay, so here is where, like I said before, you pay keen attention. This is how we target the right audience on TikTok ad or ads manager. So you click here. Of course, those that are on the app, okay, if you got the training on the app, I also showed you similar thing that we're about to see here, but the app own is a bit different. Okay, so when you click here, you will notice that there are two sides. Okay, now this side is feeding this side. So under interest, okay, let me begin from the bottom. You see hashtag interaction. When I click on it, you see the options we have here. Like this one is say New Year's, this one is what was it? Black Friday, and so on. You can scroll like this to see more. So this is about targeting people with hashtags, but the hashtags are not much. Okay, but then it is very, very important to also check the options here, because supposing we have a situation of Black Friday and you want to target people with that, this would be good. Or New Year or Christmas. I saw Christmas. I think I saw Easter. Sorry, I need to click on this again. So this we do for seasonal targeting. Okay, seasonal targeting. This option we do for seasonal targeting. That's hashtag. I don't know why this is showing this. I don't want to tick anyone. Okay, so let's say for hashtag we use the seasonal products for hashtags. Okay, but not only that, you can select more than one, but then that's about hashtag for now. The next from the bottom we have here is creator interaction. Now let's see what they mean by creator interaction. They say target users based on the creators they follow or view on TikTok. Okay, so it's based on creators that these people follow. Okay, so TikTok knows who you are following, and so you can target people based on, like what they say, influencer targeting. So you target them based on the creators they are following. Okay, now this one is to target people based on videos they have viewed in the last 15 days. That's when it comes to video interaction. Okay, so we have three interactions here: video interaction, creator interaction, and hashtag interaction. Okay, now for hashtag interaction, they are talking about the hashtag these people have interacted with in the last 7 days. Now for video interaction is in the last 15 days. But for creator interaction, there is no time limit to it. Okay, so this is about the creator they follow on TikTok or view their posts on TikTok. Okay, that's creator interaction, right? So just note all the options to know what you are choosing at the end of the day. Remember, I told you that this part fits this part. So when we click on here, you see everything here changes. Okay, so are you following a comedian? Are you following pop culture? Are you following a creator that is posting animal or posting food and beverage? So that's what they mean by creator interaction. Okay, just as this one is hashtag, but this one is video. So as TikTok show them video, how do they interact with the video? Okay, now when they show you video on talent, do you jump it and continue? So they are also monitoring it, right? So you can target people based on video interaction. Okay, then we have purchase intention. Click on it, you now see different options. Remember, I told you this side is feeding this side, right? Okay, so then we have interest. Okay, so which one do you want to go for? For the sake of our time, I'll just advise you go for all of them if possible, but then I'll show you what to do at the end of the day. Okay, but let's suppose because of time I can just go for this one, or let me click outside here. I can just come here. You see where it says all. When I click all, I can see all the options here. Can you see? So I can try to, let's see whether we can select all. So we've selected all. Okay, now this is under interest, right? So if we click here now, we'll see that what we selected is under interest. So when we put it here, we can check whether we can select again. You can manually begin to now add from this one. You can now begin to add. Can you see it's been added? So if you scroll down here, you see what you are adding. Now this one is under purchase intention, right? So you can go on and add the things under purchase intention. Okay, the same thing when you come to maybe video interactions. Okay, so you might gather everything. Now I'm basically looking at those who are targeting audience to make sales, but we are using the lead form to target them, right? So once you are done, let's suppose you have selected each of them and their extensions, then here is where you will need to pay more attention what I'm going to do. Now when you check here, we have not selected all yet, but when we select all, it might still be about 40 million or something, because at this point in time with the few we selected is about 29 million. Okay, between 29 to 36 million. Okay, but then when we scroll down, let's leave it at all devices, both that's all operating devices, whether Android or iOS. Okay, so when we step down further, we also leave this. Let's just see what is there. Just leave it as it is, right? Now what is important, again, if their data really works, this is where we'll get the perfect job done. What do we do here? When we come here, we just select Wi-Fi. We select this one. So those trying to interrupt our video, they came again, but I've defeated them. At least the noise has reduced, right? Sorry about that. So we are still on how to target the right audience on TikTok Ads Manager, right? So I said we come here. Now if you notice, when I selected only Wi-Fi, you notice that it dropped. Okay, remember I told you anything you are doing here, be looking at here. So let's jump 2G, because this will not be people we need to access what we have got to offer. So let's go for 4G. Do you see it has improved? And we also go for 5G. Okay, so these are people that are most likely to get what we want. Okay, so having done this, you can now return here. In case the number is quite large, you can now return here and probably remove the ones you might not really want. Okay, for instance, the one on hashtag, if we are not in any season at the time. Okay, so if you selected one on hashtag, but knowing that we are not in any of those seasons, it won't be needful. Okay, so you just exclude that one. Okay, so you also come to each of these ones, you select, find out the one that appeals to you. Like if you come to purchase intention, for instance, and we go under app, when we go under app, let's put it on purchase intentions. Then you see this arrow here, click on it. Just by the side, you see it. Okay, so it selected everything, but I can unselect it from here. Now the arrow is still pointed down, so I will scroll like this. Can you see online shopping? I will select this one. This is under purchase intention. Then when I click that purchase intention, it came under apps. So why under apps? I now selected just one thing. which is online shopping, because I want those who are interested in buying, right? Now, another thing I can do, if I go to business, now there's let's see business. Let me see if I can find business. Where's business? Okay, see business services. Let's click on it, and then you see things under it. So let's see, maybe I'll go for marketing. Yeah, marketing and advertising. So I can choose this one. Okay, so that's after I have selected the, what's it called, the connection type they have, right? And it brought, here is still large, so I will now begin to remove from here the things I don't really need, right? So that way you will target people that are not only interested in what you have, but can see what you have to offer. Okay, now we can go a bit further. Here is a career. Let's see what's there. Okay, data is not here now. Let's check this one, internet service provider. So here Globacom, others, so we can leave it to all, right? We now come to any price. This is US program, so it will not be useful for you here in Nigeria for now. Okay, so at the end of the day, when you are done with your audience, you can save it. My primary reason coming this far is to show you this, okay? Because with this now, you've knocked off people who use lower internet that might not be able to purchase what you have got to offer, okay? Because if you want to really do something serious online, you should be working with either 4G or 5G or Wi-Fi network, okay? Now, for those in my training, I will still do more detailed explanation here, especially as more things unfold. But like I said, this is very important, this selection we did here, right? We can even further remove this one and work with these two just to make it within range, because you can't target everybody, okay? The smaller your audience, the better, especially if you are targeting the right audience, okay? So that the little money you are putting can really make the right impact, okay? So having done that, you now come to your budgeting. We do the budgeting and scheduling in another video. Then in that same video, we'll now do the form, okay? Because we're almost there. Just a few things and we are there, okay? So what we succeeded doing now is to progress to the point of looking at how to target the right audience using TikTok Ads Manager, okay? Like I said, those in the training, that's in the TikTok Ad Mastery class, right? I'll be doing more detailed video in this regard, but I won't be in a rush to do it, as I'll wait for them to release the next update. Remember, in the last video I did, I think a week ago, these options were not there. In fact, I didn't even know I would need them, because what I had in mind to do is how to create a form to run ad, but that has been postponed to for the next video, right? So that's what happened, okay? So I hope that I won't come again and there's a new update, because the next video will be to finish up with what we have started doing here, okay? And then create the form. Then as the updates keep coming, I'll keep updating us. And of course, you know that for you in the training, in the class, is all for free. So if you're yet to join the training and you are interested in joining, find the link to the training, to sign up for the training, in the description of this video, okay? And do so right away, okay? So if you're yet to join this, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, Profit Leverage Academy, please go ahead and do so. Here we share tips, tools, and trends that will help you to maximize profitability in any area, in anything you are doing. as a young person on the internet. Okay, we're also working on AI videos. Okay, we also have a course on that. In fact, it's now as a bonus to those who get our TikTok ad mastery training this current edition. Okay, so I will see you in the next video, and hopefully we'll finish up. I mean those in my class. So okay, so I'm not making promises to everyone now, but to those in the training, I'll see you soon with the next update. So we continue with budget and schedule, right? I'll do another update to cover from budget and schedule because I don't want to keep this video longer than it is already. Okay, so I'll see you in that next update. So see you in the next update.